This episode is brought to you by Only the Real Entertainment and Media Den Productions.
3, 2, 1.
We good? Yes, sir. Let me let that new Elvis Murray play. Come on, man.
Let this song be the words that I've been scared to say.
Unreleased, by the way.
So bad,
coming soon.
I've been scared to pray. Can't believe I let them in. I really thought that it was safe. When they asked me if I'm good, I just say that I'm okay. But honestly, it messed me up, and I feel some type of way. Won't let you know I'm in my feelings, so I really can't display.
Hey man, say man.
So I take it on.
Welcome to the Real Spill Pod, where we spill the real, and I tell you exactly how I feel. I go by the name of Real or Rilla or Kenny. All three is all me. I'm out here. Episode 2 of the rebrand. I'm feeling good. What's good with you, Cam?
Good. Can't complain. But this is an episode 2 of the rebrand. Episode 80.
80.
Just in total?
Yeah. We approaching Kobe levels, and then we gonna go Bam levels. Yeah, I'm petty. I'm petty. We got a lot to get into today, bro. I'm excited. We've been working on this past 24 hours. Yeah, man, quick hitter. That new Elvis Murray, we dropping soon. That's unreleased. I just felt like giving y'all something absolutely brand new that nobody's heard outside of me and him and my brother Ricky. So yeah, man. What we got on the radar today, bro? What we feeling like?
You know we have to start off with this Pooh Shiesty shit, bro.
Oh, yeah, okay, for sure.
We have to. If I'm sure everybody's up to date on this, because this is like the biggest news right now.
Hell yeah.
This has to be the biggest news, or at least one of them, because there's a lot of big news going on, but at least in the hip-hop world, this is the biggest news.
Yeah, man, it's just, imagine all of the social media being around when Suge Knight did that to Vanilla Ice.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just...
Well, we kind of got like a version of that with Diddy holding Wale over the head. So I mean,
don't do Wale like that,
I guess we got that version already,
chill
bro.
out, don't do Wale like that,
nah,
bro.
We got that version already, bro.
You're crazy. Bro, you're crazy.
Man, I mean, look, and that's his era too, so I guess they was holding a lot of people over the balcony.
Shoot.
You know what I mean?
Hey.
Pooh Shiesty, Big 30, Pooh Shiesty, old boy, and other people got wrapped up in federal custody for allegedly robbing and kidnapping Gucci Mane and his peoples. I mean, we talking about a cameraman getting put in a full Nelson and getting held unconscious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Allegedly, them boys telling Gucci that they was gonna shoot him off GP if he was to sit there and tell him like, hey, you know, lawyers are supposed to get involved. They don't care. And so now it's a whole bunch of stuff going on. I mean, you got flip-floppy stuff. News is saying that the feds might not have as much evidence as they supposed to, but Pooh Shiesty was also on an ankle monitor. So it's just like, what's going on right now? The real question is, will Gucci end up snitching with this whole situation? Because I mean, obviously we know that Pooh Shiesty is on parole, federal parole.
Yep.
You know, the feds don't play. The United States of America do not play.
Right.
Okay. And so now you have a situation where he's likely looking at the maximum life in prison. Even though no shots ran off or nothing like that, but I mean, you can't play with the federal government like this.
Yep, you're still federal property.
So where does Gucci go? I mean, you got Vlad tweeting about this. You got lawyers talking about this.
Oh yeah, lawyers for work or for lawyers for hire.
Yeah, all types of lawyers. I've seen at least like 3-4 lawyers talking about this.
Yeah. The social media guy, I think his handle. Don't quote me. It's like lawyer for workers. But I'll read Vlad. Vlad is, I guess, somewhat a credible source. We'll see. I don't know. But To quote Mr. DJ Vlad, I've spoken to a few people close to the Pooh Shiesty Gucci Mane robbery case, and this is what I keep hearing. There is no actual evidence of Gucci Mane getting robbed. So the case will hinge on one thing: Gucci Mane taking a stand and saying that they robbed him. Now here's the interesting part. If Gucci says that nothing happened, then he can't claim that he signed Pooh Shiesty's release under duress, and he will never make any more money off of Pooh. If Gucci does take the stand against Pooh, the contract release gets thrown out and Gucci continues to make money off of him, but then everyone will call Gucci Mane a snitch like they're doing now. So it will come down to Gucci choosing money over his reputation. Which one do you think he would choose?
Which one do you think he'll choose? Don't think about it like what would you do. Think about Gucci.
Well, see, there's two Guccis.
Is it really?
Yeah. There's two Guccis. I don't want to sound like everybody else. Oh, first of all, you see how they made him sound like he's prime John Wick? This was old Gucci. He would have upped on all 9 niggas.
Yo, Gucci Mane have this type of lore when it comes down to situations like this that
it's crazy.
I'm still kind of confused about.
Yeah, God bless the dead. Pookie Look is no longer with us, and we know why. But please stop making him like he's John Wick. Right?
Yeah.
Like, stop it. Like, we know Gucci Mane for allegedly, I don't want to put any cases on him for being a stick-up kid. Outside of that body, I don't know anything else. And with this age of information, if there was anything else, there would be a Trap Lil Ross video going up right now. So you said to remove myself because I'm an absolute civilian, which is smart of you to say that. If you asking me this in 2016, when he's fresh out, he's choosing his reputation. If you're asking me right now, with how he seems to have looked in a Breakfast Club interview with his wife, I would say money. Do you know that Back in Blood is about to be Diamond?
Word?
Yes. A song about
that song went crazy like that?
Yeah. See, I want you to understand something. Pooh Shiesty's a cash cow. right? Like, a lot of these people haven't messed up because he's a street guy, and there's this connotation and all of these things that are flexing, and rappers, we're going to get to that, are known to have shown this type of lifestyle, and it don't really be that. Pooh Shiesty was really getting the bag. Back in Blood will probably be Diamond after this year's end. His debut album, I believe, sold 150K first week. Fact check me really quick. And we discussed that, you know, on a separate piece of content, that he went number one in the middle of December, where I call it Mariah's season, where she dominates the charts with her monopoly on the charts, if you may.
Debut mixtape? You talking about Shiesty season?
Yes.
Yeah, 62 to 65,000 in his first week,
and I believe it's gold now. Maybe platinum, I don't know.
Debuted at number 4 on the top 200.
Yeah.
Is it gold? Yeah, that is a good question.
Yeah, it should be. If not, because if anything, if nothing streams, because Back in Blood is so highly rated, it'll probably be at least gold, right? So off of sheer will, off of sheer just numbers, right? Just Back in Blood itself, the plaque itself, 9 million records sold. Let's just do the math.
It's platinum.
It's platinum. Okay, there you go.
Surpassing 1 million units in total sales.
There you go.
This is certified by the RIAA.
Yeah. So the album itself generated $10 million. The Back in Blood generated, what would that be, $90 million? Just gross. And then you break that up how you may. I'm not sure how his contracts is set up. He probably cleared 15 to 20 million in that quick ass run that he had, right? And how much you think Gucci made off of all of that I just stated?
Shoot, I'm hearing around the number of 24 million or something like that. Is that true? Listen, I don't listen to Pooh Shiesty and nothing like that.
Right.
Respectfully.
Right, I understand.
I did not know that.
Shiesty's huge. Shiesty is just way bigger than one would think, right? And we all come from like a niche background with rap, but this is an insanely large artist doing this to, do you want to call Gucci a legend or an icon? I probably might give him icon because anytime that you create or help push forward a subgenre with, you know, his guys. I don't know if there's guys, but you know, with T.I. and Jeezy, those three are pretty much the godfather of trap, and trap kind of just trickled down in the drill, if you may. I guess you want to call him an icon. So this is a large star doing this to a supposed icon. But again, to answer DJ Vlad's question, I'm gonna say I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know, bro. That's in the air.
Why is it at this point you don't know? A lot of people are getting mad at Gucci for allegedly telling. You got dudes in prison throwing his picture all out they cells and everything like that because they think that he's snitching. Yeah.
So here's the thing. Man, you could take everything from me, like my money, my jewelry. I'm pretty sure he got insurance on it, but the thing with insurance is, of course, an insurance broker. How can I execute this claim without any evidence?
Yeah.
If you get into a car crash, in order to go to United Healthcare, there has to be a documented police report. There has to be a documented hospital admission in order for you to have that claim. So the man lost his fucking wedding ring, gang. How valuable, and you're the perfect person to ask this because I don't want to give too much of your personal information, but you're married.
Yeah.
How valuable is that wedding ring? Invaluable, right?
I mean, well, I look at it differently, to be honest. No matter how expensive the ring is.
The actual meaning of the wedding ring, though.
I think there's more meaning to the wedding room for the woman than it is for the man, to be real.
Cool.
At least for me, that's in my...
Okay, let's roll with that.
Yeah.
He comes home without his wedding ring. What do you think he tells Keisha?
Oh, no, he's telling Keisha everything.
Oh, okay.
Regardless if he got the ring took or not, he's telling her everything.
Sure. But her wedding ring is gone. His wedding ring is gone.
Yeah. She would feel a way about it.
And his white cameraman got his ass beat.
Yeah. Dope
and
fiend.
The off-duty police officer has to report it, or else he's going to jail.
But do you think that Gucci is going to tell?
No, I don't. If you had to make me put a parlay gun to the back of my head, no, I don't. But
should he?
And you know this better than I'm not allowed to say. This is a sidewalk nigga. I'm not allowed to say nothing, nigga. I'm not allowed to say nothing. Should he? I don't know, man. I don't know. You asking me? Yeah. I'm getting my Charleston White on. That nigga right there.
Okay. Okay.
But nah, I don't think he is. Does it matter if he does? I don't think it does. At 46 years old, who cares?
I mean, at this point, I don't even think that Gucci should even be in the booth.
I mean, he doesn't need to be. He cleared $24 million from his artists.
Yeah, but then also it's just like, because that type of stuff get tricky in the music industry and everything like that. But true. I just think that he shouldn't even be in the booth in the first place.
My thing is,
I think it wouldn't matter if he's not in the booth. And because once you step in the booth, now you got to turn into a different person.
That's true.
Now you got to start talking about different stuff.
That's true.
And as far as we're concerned, when Gucci steps in the booth, he's still saying the same things. It might not be as gritty. It might be a lot cleaner. It might be a lot more polished. But he's saying the same stuff.
No, I think it's coming from a place of experience. Almost, it's going to sound blasphemous, but follow me when I say this. It's coming from a place of experience that's now almost Hove-like. And follow me, let me finish what I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
So what I'm saying is that we saw this particular Gucci, overweight, look at how he's looking, gold teeth, gritty guy. We saw it and it was tangible, and he connected with a lot of guys that, like I said, he went on to inspire a bunch of different artists. But now he went to jail, he did whatever, and he came out an entirely different person, right? And now if you listen to his verse on Rumors, he's coming from a place of I was crashing out, but I'm different now. You know what I mean? So let me give you the game. I see that Dirk and Youngboy has this beef. Let me try to just mediate, not preach down to y'all, but mediate, because I was that guy. And I think he can still rap that way, because I've heard a couple instances. I'm not a huge Gucci listener, but you hear certain things. The response that he had with YoungBoy definitely was more mature, right? And I need the OGs to be the OGs, right? We just saw Nas going on a run in his late 40s and 50s. I want to hear my OGs. I don't buy into ageism in hip hop. Now, does he have to turn into the character that he once was? No, but I still want to hear Gucci, here and there, give him some game. But my thing is, does it matter in 2026 when, man, everybody got allegations at this point. You know what I mean? At their jacket. You looking at Thug, you looking at, unfortunately Gunna, because I'm a huge fan of Gunna. You look at T.I., you look at 6ix9ine, you look at all of these people who have quote unquote paperwork against them, and one obviously took the stand. Does it matter in 2026? I don't know. I don't think that it does. I don't think it's affecting people's bottom line like it once was.
Yeah.
Just where we at in hip hop as a whole.
So you don't got him snitching at all?
No, but let me ask you this, because you're more knowledgeable about this. Mm-hmm. With this DOJ complaint, because his actual government name was listed on there, and in the paperwork it said that he identified these people. Does he have to still stand on his square and take the stand, whether he wants to do a Why So Woody or not, or else is prison into the effect if he doesn't decide to go on the stand?
Well, Pooh is cooked anyway because he's on federal parole.
And he's federal property, and he's around felons and guns. Right. He's doing time.
Yeah, all that's happening.
He's doing time.
There's a clip going around of Finesse 2 Times talking about, and Finesse has done time in the feds. Yeah. And he was talking about, how the feds have something that's called
something behavioral, something like that, right?
Yeah, pretty much a relevancy. Relevancy.
There we go.
Yeah. And so essentially, it's just, I guess, like a byline for the feds to be able to get you wrapped up in something if whatever you did is relevant to everything your criminal history. You've done. Yeah, you know what I mean? So even if you didn't do anything, because you got other charges under the federal guidelines that can put you in certain issues even if you had no dealings with it, right? You know what I mean? For instance, like and the biggest is conspiracy. Yeah, conspiracy is one of those crimes that anybody can get wrapped up. If I'm doing something, if I'm doing some criminal activity and I'm being watched, and I just so happen to
pull up to your crib,
you. Now, I don't even pull up on you. Maybe I go out at a restaurant and I see you. Hey, what's good, Rilla?
And y'all chop it, and they got pictures of us chopping it.
Yes. You ain't even do nothing. You was dealing with your own self at the restaurant. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I seen you. We know each other, shook hands. We may even took a pic for the gram or whatever. Yeah. Boom. Now you caught up in the conspiracy, and now you're on the feds, on the feds' radar. Mm-hmm. And so now you can get subpoenaed. Exactly. So those type of things can happen. So if you're talking about somebody who has actually spent time in federal custody, in the BOP, gets out on federal parole, as well as have home confinement, and you have these things being said about you, you're cooked regardless.
Yeah, for sure.
But everybody else, they have a chance, right?
Yeah. You seen Big 30 get out on that bond?
Yeah, they have a chance. You know what I mean? But man, all this really, to be honest, is a hassle. This isn't a state situation. This is Fed. So now you gotta really buckle down.
That's a fact.
So at that point, it's just like, man, God bless. God bless.
Hey man, he told us who he was.
Yeah,
he told us who he was.
God bless, man. We got some more crime going on.
Yeah, that's an insane segue.
we got some more crime. Offset, man. Lil TJay. I mean, look, listen, this is how we're going to go about it. If nobody knew, Offset and Lil TJay has been, I wouldn't even say beefing with each other. They have been beefing, but not the same beef that you think. Not the same beef you think, man. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and introduce it like this. When Offset and Cardi B started having their issues and they, Cardi was finally done with him and she decided to go to Stephon Diggs, Offset started locking in on both the gym as well as casinos, and so he's been gambling his ass off. Now the way how it looks like it's some underlying issues, but he's been gambling his ass off, and that in turn has had him losing hella bread. And so now he's finding himself calling random people or even going to random people in the casino to ask them for bread so he can keep gambling. And one of those people was Lil TJay. And Lil TJay has been exposing him for the past like 2 years, maybe two and a half years about it. And when he first started exposing him, he said that he owed him between like 5 to 10 grand. I think it was like maybe like 5 grand or something like that. And then at first he was laughing about it. But then it got to the point where Offset told him, you know, man, I'm about to run off on the plug twice, man. Like I don't care. They started hitting each other up on the DMs, especially Offset telling TJ once TJ started, you know,
trolling.
Once he started trolling him, hit his DMs. Yo, I'll see you in New York. I'll beat you up in New York and blah 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 blah. And so now it looks like they finally saw each other in Florida at the Hard Rock Cafe. We already know about the Hard Rock and Seminole Casino. We know about it being in South Florida. It's definitely not the place that you want to have something like this happen, because they will crack down on you. It's already on Seminole land, and then on top of that, the way how that casino is run, you don't want to have those type of situations. But looks like Offset got shot allegedly by Lil TJay. I mean, there's reports talking about it, but they did get into an altercation apparently, and there's a video going around showing Offset being picked up off the floor after being shot. I mean, what is your take on the whole thing when you heard it and seen everything? As I said, we know what's going on down here. We know how it is at Hard Rock. What's your take?
Man, where there's smoke, there's fire, bro. So while this video loads up, Ebro came out and said that he owes him bread. Then in the same thread, I've seen that Joe Budden has alluded to Offset owing him money.
Oh my God.
Then you have Des Bryant stating that he owes him 8 bands. And then you have academics stating that he owes the casino 900 bands. Man, where there's smoke, there's fire. And that's sad because Offset is an actual legend, bro. Part of a legendary group and trio, and just to see how everything is played, bro, it's just sad because in the grand scheme of things, not to generalize, our brother Takeoff is also no longer here. And what was the cause of that? An argument over what? A dice game?
Yep.
So around gambling.
Yep. Hey, look how ironic that is. Do you see how ironic that is?
Yeah.
When I saw the video and I saw Offset picking up the floor, I immediately thought about Takeoff. I'm like, wow, again, huh? Wow.
Man, people don't learn. People got their vices. And man, Takeoff ain't bother nobody. That one really fucked me up. It still don't sit right with me that that Takeoff is no longer with us, bro, because he was literally just minding his business. He said nothing. It was an accidental murder. Yeah, man, Offset owing all these people money. That's what, 18 grand just off 3 people that I named, right? And if you want to factor in Lil TJay, I believe Lil TJay said that it was 10 bands, so damn near 30,000 in total that you owe, and that's the people that we know. Right? And man, throughout all the cheating, maybe it was the gambling issue that got Cardi out of here.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I mean, obviously you got the cheating, but
she took him back plenty of times.
Yeah.
But you a cheating nigga and you losing our bread? And she's the breadwinner. No disrespect to Offset, not calling you broke, but she's the breadwinner. She's the name. Remember what I said, people. Your music is one thing, but your name, image, and likeness, you are now the athlete. You are now vying for attention. And there is, I don't know, maybe 5 to maybe 7 other attention grabbers other than Cardi B. Right? Cardi B's name alone, you got her in politics. She does, you know what I mean? She got the makeup joint, she got the Fashion Nova joint, she got the, every time she tweeted go up, it's so much layers to her that she's ultimately the breadwinner. And if you fucking around with her bread, and you greasing on top of that, it's time for me to dip.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just, well, it's smoke, that's fire. I was thinking about that earlier today, and it's just unfortunate to see, because Offset, man, he's my favorite of the Migos, and to see everything play out, man. And then you got Lil TJay calling him a rat right outside the courthouse.
Yeah, he actually got arrested for disorderly conduct
and driving without a license.
I mean, his bond was only $500, so he went ahead and did that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Got right out, smiling, taking off his shirt.
Yeah, great. That's great. I'm happy he's free. I want people to really sit and understand this. You're calling this man. You can play the video.
The last thing I seen was Offset looking at me like this. Yo, that shot me. That shot me. La 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 is a rat. I don't do no damn
Hey
fighting.
man, you just want to tell us what happened?
Did I shoot? Crazy.
They're saying you were disorderly. Outside the casino, there was a fight near the valet.
Smack the out of Offset. He would never play with me like that in his life.
Does somebody owe you money?
Ask Offset.
He owe you money?
Ask Offset.
Now it's axe Offset after you get pressed. First off, you're calling somebody a rat, alluding to the fact that you allegedly have committed the crime, or knowledge that you've committed the crime, and they have this on camera, and everything that you can say will be used against you in the court of law. That's what they say when you get arrested. How are you calling him a snitch while self-snitching? Is my whole point of this whole ordeal when I saw it. How? Man, we're gonna see how it plays out. This is just unfortunate. My heart hurts, man. Offset, I was rooting for you, dog, and I hope you figure it out with your issue. $900K to Hard Rock.
That's not. I mean, we heard Bruno Mars owing some casino in Vegas like a crazy. I'm talking about millions. In gambling debt.
Bruno Mars is one of those like 5 to 7 people with Cardi B that I'm naming.
Yeah, but then you also think about it, it's just like when you talking about that, then you talking about some mob money.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
That's a whole nother
they got money in that. Yeah. In the
Did you see the video of Offset pacing back and forth, looking nervous as hell on his phone, looking like he trying to get more bread in the casino right before he got shot?
Yeah, I see.
That is nuts, man. This is Offset we talking about.
Offset, bro.
Oh,
and he's touched probably tens of millions of dollars throughout his career. Was married to his wife, who's probably, fact check me, probably worth $100 million. Just off the top, can you fact check that right quick, just to make sure? I know Google don't be right, but that's the only thing we could go by. We can't. You feel me? I'm pretty sure she's worth close to $100 million.
It says between 40 to 100 million.
No, okay. So
some reports saying between 80 to 100 mil.
Sounds about accurate. And he's probably somewhere around the 20 to 30 million. And I don't know how much of that is his with all these people that he's borrowing from, man. I feel away.
About 40 million.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, bro.
Dang,
I hope he figures it out, man.
Nah, for real. For real. I mean, shoot. And then you got Seti Nash talking about Lil TJay, I guess, shot him in his butt, man. Shot him in the ass. Pointed that boy out, saw him. Hey, on this Offset. Or they got the tussling. Offset was getting the best of him. Mm-hmm. Shot him in the buttocks.
Man, listen. Here's what I want everybody who's watching this to knowledge. And word to 6ix9ine, clip this. You come down to Florida, we got stand your ground laws, right? So what that means is, for lack of better term, if I'm getting my ass beat and I up pole on you and I shoot you, I could say that I shot you out of fear of my life, and I could beat the attempted or the murder charge because I was in fear of my life. That's what stand your ground laws mean. You know what those laws mean in the casino? Jack shit.
Absolutely, Nathan.
Because we have what's called Native American laws that I don't care what you got going on in the government, that don't mean nothing to these Native Americans. They play by their own rules. They get their own money. Again, they have their own set of laws that they go through. So anytime that you want to get into it like the casino, treat it like the airport.
Yeah, for real.
Treat it like the airport.
For real.
I don't want to get into no squabbles near airport. You could call me whatever derogatory term, because I'm not getting on the no-fly list, nigga. Yeah, I'm not getting on this no-fly list. So we could meet up maybe like 5 to 10 miles away from the airport and get into whatever we want to get into, and now I could deal with the actual law than to deal with the airport or the casino when it comes down to Florida, where y'all in here in Miami. So y'all be careful.
Can you imagine being on a no-fly list and then something happens, like another country invades America and you can't go nowhere?
Oh yeah, now you just nucleared.
Bro, that is insane.
You just nuked.
I mean, think about it. Right now, as we speak, and this is a little segue, but right now, as we speak, America and Iran is going back and forth, trying to figure out whether or not they're going to spin on each other or not. and Donald Trump has been unleashing the meanest amounts of threats that we have ever seen a president unleash, especially online. He has been going absolutely nuts. The man said that we can honestly, and when I say we, I'm just talking about the United States of America, could really wipe out the entire country of Iran in one night. He really said that. Like, he said that.
The entire country can be taken out in one night, and that night might be tomorrow night.
Yeah, he is not joking. He's not joking,
no
man.
Smirk, no chuckle, no sigh.
Ain't playing no games. No games at all. And now, I mean, you was complaining about gas prices and everything, so you know that's going to go up because Iran is talking about shutting off
the straight up,
you know, everything that got to do with oil and gas, you know what I'm saying? All that is going to get shut off. And they're willing to spend. They're willing to go ahead and get down. What you feeling? Gas is wild, man.
Yo, so y'all, today, like April 7th, 2026 today, I'm at my place of business. I leave, right? And while I'm there, I usually charge the battery on this camera right here. Because, you know what I mean, I'm out there doing calls, you know what I mean, getting game, getting the lay of the land for insurance. I hurry, I leave, and I get to where we're recording at currently. And then while I'm at the light, before I'm ready to turn, I left the battery for this camera that I was charging for hours. So I had to turn around and go back to my place of business. And all I could think of was the gas that I just wasted. I couldn't even think about the actual battery itself. The show, I'm like, damn. Man, I went to go fill that tank up. Man, I used to 45.
Yup.
2 weeks ago, it called me 70. And I'm looking at that gas station like, boy, man, I'll blow this other shit up on some Donald Trump shit, nigga. Hey, everything is going crazy right now. We got Donald Trump tweeting like 2012 Vaughn. He said, I get your whole country gone, nigga.
Gone. I'm talking about really wiped off the map, as in the next time they publish a map, it won't be there.
Nah, it'll just be desolate land.
It will just be space. Just space. Just open parentheses.
What?
Open bracket.
Y'all gave this crazy ass nigga nuclear codes, homie.
He ain't playing.
Bro, listen. And then we got I'm gonna shout him out, Black Jesus, for lack of better term. I see what you were doing there, Mr. Connie. Man, it was in the uproar on Twitter. I can't get away from this tweet. He said $1,500 for a 2-bed, 2-bath place, low key kind of crazy, dog, with no context. And they like, oh man, that ain't nothing. Nigga, this used to be $800, and not the hood neither. $800 a bed if you wanted luxuried out. And he said this about, I believe he's in Detroit. Click on his profile. Yeah, never mind. You don't need to. Detroit native. Bro, we're normalizing being overpriced? And y'all killing this man? Y'all normalizing $4, $5 at this. Bro, there's some places in Cali it's $10. I tweeted out earlier, if I come see you, you're special. I'm not leaving the crib for nothing, homie. We got our president about to get a whole country gone. He just called a ceasefire. I guess we got to clap for fish swimming at this point.
It's only for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. Nigga, if I change my mind tomorrow, y'all nigga going again.
Yeah, it's only for 2 weeks.
Bro.
And then all that at the same time, while the congressman, Tim Burchett, is confirming aliens are real and we've been in contact with them.
Hey, guess what? Wemby, we on to you, nigga. Yeah. Wemby, we're on to you, nigga. We figured you out. We called you the alien in playing. We figured you out. Because why is a 7'7" human being walking amongst us that athletic? Yeah, we figured it out.
Athletic? You talk shifty.
Yeah, handle. Pulling from 3.
Bro, come on now. Next year, we're going to see him pulling logo 3s, and at that point, lock him up.
Oh, yeah. No. We can't lock him up regularly, though. You know where you going, right? 51. You know what 51 is? That area 51.
He's already been there. He was made there.
My bad.
What are we talking about?
You're right.
Are you? He is 7'5".
Yo,
75,000 feet tall.
Shout out to my homie Nick. He flew out to Memphis, which is hilarious.
That is hilarious.
He flew out to Memphis.
That is freaking fun. Did he stay at the Westin?
No comment. He hit me up. I'm washing the dishes. He hit me up. I'm like, oh snap! Was he about to hoop or does he want to chop it? So Nick called me. Boop. Yo, he on the 200 seat. He put the camera on Wemby. Nigga, Wemby took up the whole flow, nigga.
Yeah,
No, Wemby took up the whole flow.
No.
Nigga, if you go like this, it's baseline to baseline, nigga. What?
We on to you.
Nah.
We on to you.
No. Yeah, it's too convenient. Well, yeah, no way. Lab, alien, I knew it. We just couldn't confirm it. Thank you, Congressman, for confirming that Wemby is an alien. Yeah, man, shit crazy. Life is crazy, bro. It's simulating. The simulation is simulating.
I don't know. All this looks pretty coincidental. I mean, you got all this war stuff happening.
Yeah.
Then you got a congressman confirming alien existence and contact. We see a UFO in Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
Okay. We see a picture of an actual alien. We're seeing the government saying that they're about to tell, well, it's either Congress or whoever in government saying, hey, man, open the books. And then Wemby is about to start his first NBA playoffs with a team that only won like below 40 games last season.
They had 60 games. They won 60 games. We're on to you, Wimber. Yeah, Wimber. We're on to you. Yo, it's so crazy, bro. Like, just to understand where everything is. And I'm looking around while all of this Donald Trump joint is going on, and all I could think of was, nigga, we gotta operate like nothing is happening, and the world is burning. Man, I'm at the office, everybody trying to get their money. I'm like, man, this world is burning. Man, we gotta continue to move on a day-to-day basis like ain't nothing wrong. And nigga, the only reason we ain't go to war, let's talk about it. Only reason why we even in this is to dilute our concentration from the Epstein files.
Yes.
And while he bombed that bitch, he got that bitch redacted again. Like we didn't see 3 million pieces of information of Epstein files of y'all niggas murdering babies and having, you know what I mean, graping children. We forgot. We forgot who this country is being ran by because, again, you're burning everything. If he wipes Iran nose, it ain't just America that's going down. Yeah, it ain't just America. Everything runs through oil. Bro, that's literally messing up the entire world's import and export, nigga. And it's all because you niggas is pedophile murderers, nigga. Let's talk about it. But we all gotta act like we alright because we all gotta protect what it is because they price gouging. So everybody's on the move. Everybody's working 2 jobs. I've never seen this much people work 2 jobs in my life to survive, nigga. Not even to splurge. We used to get 2 jobs to save money. What the fuck are we doing? We're losing the plot because the niggas who run the countries are murderous pedophile, and he did it to children. And we can't do nothing about it because the people that run the country aren't going to put themselves in prison. That's all it is. That's all I got to say.
Man, God bless. Let's talk some hoops a little bit before we get out of here. Speaking of Wemby, right? I had a question for you, and I asked you the other day. You said you was going to do some research a little bit because it really dawned on me. Mm-hmm. But is the hardest position in the league to establish, in the NBA specifically, the center position? Now, hear me out, right? The last 10 NBA finals, right? The winners of the NBA finals only had one great center in it.
Okay.
And that really trips me out because there was an era where a great center was needed in order for you to get there. Now, obviously, it's a guard-heavy league. After the centers, you had your wings.
Happy you said that.
And then now you have your guards. But then now, the game has changed so much from pace, from
defense,
but also from a shot perspective,
like shot selection.
Not even just shot selection, but just
availability,
the skill of shooting.
Okay,
right. That it becomes very important, and so a lot of centers get phased out very quickly because they cannot keep up with certain centers in the league that are dominant in that way that can cover all facets of the game. Is that the hardest position to establish in the NBA now?
Yeah, and it has been. You know what I did? I didn't do deep dive research, but I thought about something.
Yeah.
I went back to when we grew up. So when I say we, I mean 90s and up. I'm old. It's all right. I'm embracing it. So let's do 1990 to right now.
Okay.
1990, the Detroit Pistons won.
Yes.
Bill Laimbeer, is he a great center? We're going to the back of your head. Cool. Rick Mahorn?
Cool. Like when I think about the caliber of centers that I'm thinking, like across the board.
So it's a no.
Cool. They're cool.
Scale of 1 to 10, is it a 6?
Nah.
Okay. So cool. We're going to go with cool.
Maybe a 5.
Okay. Mid. We're going to call it mid.
Mid.
Okay. So that happens. Michael Jordan wins.
Yep.
Is Bill Cartwright a dominant center?
Dominant? When you add the word dominant on there,
is Bill Cartwright a 5 or less on a scale of centers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So then you have your outlier.
Okay.
One of the greatest bigs to touch an NBA floor. The Dream. He gets 2. He gets 2. Then you have Tim Duncan and David Robinson. And in that championship, David Robinson was not David Robinson. He was on his way out. You have Tim Duncan who dominated. He's a 4. You have Shaq who comes in, wins 3 straight. Kobe is right next to him, 1A, 1B. Great. 2003, the Spurs happen again. This time, David Robinson is, no disrespect, damn near a non-factor. It's dominated by Ginobili and those guys, right? You think of the Detroit Pistons. Now we're talking because Ben Wallace, for lack of his offense, is a dominant defensive center.
Yep.
Dominant. Then I looked at the last 20 years. We just said the Spurs. They won in 05.
Okay.
Kurt Thomas, I believe, was their starter. Or I don't remember, or it could have been the European.
This is 05.
05. I believe that was it. 06, Shaq, an old ass Shaq. He averages 13 in that finals.
Yeah.
D-Wade averages 35. You go 07, it's the Spurs again. You go 08 and 09. Andrew Bynum was hurt in the first run. But you did have Gasol, he was a 4. But it's spearheaded by Kobe. Then you move on to us. Eric Dampier. Joe Anthony. Then we move our actual 4 to the 5, which is when that change started. And during those 2 championships runs, especially in the playoffs, Chris Bosh was no longer dominant. That's when everything changed. I pinpointed it. Then you go from us to the Spurs again. They went in 2014. I believe their starting center, I believe it was Tim Duncan. I believe Boris Diaw started with him. I don't quite remember. Then the Warriors happened. Small ball. Draymond is a 4 playing the 5. Mm-hmm. And then the Raptors happened. Marc Gasol, not a dominant big. I give him a 6 though. I give him a 6 because of his defense and his playmaking, but he was not the spearheaded factor. It was of course Kawhi Leonard. It was Siakam and Van Vliet, perimeter oriented. You guys win. AD's a 4. This is when he was playing the 4, which is what he wanted. And you got JaVale McGee. He blocked shots and caught lobs. That's it. Oh, are we going Brook Lopez the year after that? Because he's not a dominant big.
Yeah, he had his flashes of dominance in that playoff, but he's not fully dominant.
Cool. You had a grandpa ass Al Horford the next year.
Yeah.
And then you had the Warriors who also won. And now it's just like, we don't need you to dominate, right? So guards, because we now, due to the Warriors, because of their elite shooting, you have to switch. If you don't switch, you try to go underneath, I'm yanking. If you try to go over, I'm crabbing and I'm yanking. If you try to play drop coverage, I'm still yanking. So now everybody's being forced to switch, which is why the small ball became what it is. And now, do you need your centers to really dominate? You have a Jalen Duren, the Pistons. Do you think they're gonna get it done? You say to yourself, no. And then you said the Celtics. Gun to the back of your head, what is the name of the Celtics center? Starts with a Q, right? But you don't really know his name.
Yeah, I don't even know his first name.
There you go.
I know it's Cueto, but I don't.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, we look to the West. You're going to say OKC. And you're going to say Hartenstein. The only two guys really that says I can win the chip is Nikola Jokic, who's an all-time great. Let's just call it what it is. We don't got to wait till the nigga retired. This is the second time.
I mean, I ain't going to play with Chet like that, but I feel you.
I'll play with Chet like that. Pause. Because he's a 4. He's a 4. He's a 4.
Is he?
He's a 4. He's a 4.
You sure?
Yes.
What makes him a 4?
The way that he's positioned in the offense. Pause. The way that he leans on Hartenstein to be not dominant, but to play his role. The way that he's able to roam because Hartenstein is guarding the weaker offensive player. He's a 4, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I don't know, man.
He's a 4.
I don't know about
He's a 4. He's a 4, and it's okay.
I feel like he's an actual center, but he's under the category of centers that I'm talking about now that makes 4s have to play the 5. Because of their skill set, because of what they can do. See, that's what's happening is that a lot of 4s, and you pointed it out for years, for decades at this point, a lot of 4s have to cosplay as 5s because in order to be able to get the full advantage of whatever other matchup you have against your opponent, you have to move faster. You have to be a lot more versatile. And 4s can do that. Because you know, the same way we have those 5s difficulties, we also have 4 difficulties where the 4 is changing. Yeah. There was a time where the 4s were back to the basket too. Yeah. You give it to them at the elbow or whatever, you know what I'm saying, mid-post, and let them work. Whether it's Dirk, whether it's Zach Randolph, whether it's Tim Duncan, even though Tim Duncan will get a lot of his buckets like in the pocket, but you know, Tim Duncan, whether it's KG, you know, the list goes on and on where these guys played a lot of back to the basket hoops, you know, especially at the elbow, mid-post. They can do whatever they got to do. And now you got 4s like an Anthony Davis, like a Giannis Antetokounmpo, like, you know, whoever else.
Tatum plays the 4.
Yeah, Tatum plays the 4 now. And Tatum to me is a 3, though.
That's fair.
He's a 3, but just because of the skill set of the team and the roster, you can put him at the 4 and he can still dominate because you got other guys that can, fill up those positions.
Proving my point. It's a swing, almost oriented 4.
But I think that's the reason why Hartenstein is at the 5 and Chet is at the 4 now. Because Chet can do so much, and Hartenstein has a lot more strength to him than Chet. And so because he is the roller that he is, it's just kind of like, all right, you got to pick your poison now.
Yeah.
Do you wanna deal with Hartenstein coming down, getting offensive rebounds, second chance points, even off the roll?
Yeah.
With Chet over there probably gonna crash the boards too, or be able to sit in the corner, or even be able to catch the ball anywhere and do whatever you have to do.
Yep.
Or would you rather SGA and everybody else shoot your face off? You know what I'm saying?
You see why they're champions. Everything that you acknowledge is the reason why they're champions.
That's a fact.
But you look at the juxtaposition between when Chet is at the 5, and when Hartenstein is in there for those reasons you listed, it just makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah.
For them to be as dominant as they are, right? So you're looking at Nikola Jokic and you're looking at Wemby as the 2 guys who has the chance to hold the ring. Everybody else spearheads by guards and forwards, and that's just the time that we are right now. And I think Wemby is part of the guys that's going to help bring that essence back, with 5s essentially running the league, man, because he's competitive as hell. Watching him and Yoko at it, it was peak cinema.
Yeah.
And that's almost like the squabbles that we came up on. Niggas ain't run for no matchups. Head up. You want to catch it in the mid post? Come on. Hit that nasty ass fadeaway on Wemby. Wemby shaking his head. I gotta see them lace it up in the playoffs because of that. But yeah, man, I think Wemby is changing the guard for what you need out of teams. But again, he's an alien. They made him in the lab. So do you pair him with OKC to try to see what happens, because it looked like damn near they got their number in the regular season. So, man, we in for a good playoffs. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree. Right before we close it out, I need you, man.
What's up?
I need you to do it.
What?
I'm getting tired of this man, Giannis, dog. I'm getting tired of Giannis, dog. Giannis and the Bucks are beefing right now. He's extremely mad because of the simple fact that they've kept him out of all these games, to the point where now he's trying to get them investigated by the NBA. He doesn't understand it. Well, according to him, he doesn't understand it, even though he got 2 of his brothers who are absolutely booty butt cheeks on the roster and has been for years, but that's neither here nor there. He keeps complaining about all types of stuff. He wants the NBA to investigate them. And then you got Doc Rivers flexing his muscle on all the rest of the players, telling them to Google me.
Lord.
What is going on with the Bucks right now? I need a Giannis rant right now. And if you want to add in Doc Rivers for good measure, then I don't care. But I need you to rant about Giannis because I'm getting tired.
Brother James, I'm sorry. I know you're going to be watching this. James, you my guy. The Bucks are a laughing stock, and I knew they would be as soon as they hired Mr. Doc Rivers. You dropped it in the chat, the replacement. As soon as it dropped, I said, oh, they're cooked. While Damian Lillard was still on the team, I'm like, yeah, it's over with over there. Yeah, you hired Doc Rivers. It ain't no chance for you to win no championship. Last time he won a championship, Obama wasn't even in the office yet. So those George Bush rings don't move me, brother. So according to sources, Rivers told a group of veterans such as Kuzma and Turner. Kuzma, again, I just want to notate that he's a champion, and Turner was just in the championship last year. So Kuzma and Turner, that ownership didn't want to sit them because of illegitimate injuries. The expectation was made clear that no one would be shut down early. However, such edict was delivered from the Bucks to Antetokounmpo. Multiple resources said that the Bucks' decision to sit Antetokounmpo cost him a significant bonus in his Nike endorsement contract that would have been triggered if he played at least 41 games. And now we have the reason why he's whistleblowing, because it comes down to his money. Yeah, all that loyalty talk is so great. It's amazing, right? You won the chip in 2021. And you did it in insane fashion. 50 and 14, and I believe 6 assists. You went crazy. And I championed you. We all did. We all said that you were the best in the league. Then Yoke happened. He came and snatched your chain and won a ring and kept winning MVPs. And now he's back-to-back triple-doubles. And now he's probably about to go on another postseason run with Luka and AR down. He's probably about to go on another one. And what have you done since that ring? Let's take a look. 2022. Yes, I get it. Middleton goes down. But you were up 3-2. Tatum walked you. 2023, we wiped your nose. 2024, I believe it was the Indiana Pacers in back-to-back seasons. So you've been getting your nose wiped ever since you hoisted that championship, for lack of better terms. But we still give you grace because roster formation, the way that you play, you dominate the basketball, you're coming down, you're slashing, you're 6'11", you can scratch your knees standing straight up, and you're amazing, bro. You're amazing. But can you stop being indecisive like a dom? You ever ask a dom, what you want to eat, baby? I don't know. Surprise me. Okay? I come back, and then you complain about the meal. You just said you don't know. You don't have any reason to complain about the meal that I just gave you because you said I don't know. So you're indecisive like a dom? You tweet out this loyalty rant to find out it's rooted in your Nike bonus. And all of this you said, oh, look at Mazzulla. He could have made excuses, but he where's your Jaylen Brown? Do you have a Jaylen Brown on the team? Is Ryan Rollins your Jaylen Brown? Is Kevin Porter Jr. your Derek White? Who's your Jordan Walsh? So what are we doing here? Why are you mentioning Joe Mazzulla, who went to the championship once, lost, learned from it, and won again? Mazzulla won more recently than you did. Mazzulla has been out the first round since he won his ring. What have you done? Nothing. But sit up there and have one interview where you're saying, oh, don't ask me if I want to be traded, it's disrespectful to do so, and then you're coming out saying it comes down to winning. If the franchise doesn't want to win, then I won't be here. And then you want to tweet out this. Stop it. You're dumb. That's how I'm treating you. Every time they send me news of you and news of the past of you wanting out, I don't give a damn no more. We're over you. You chose this. So now you gotta sit in your bed and snoring it, nigga. I'm over it. Stop complaining. And Doc, you made the Hall of Fame, despite your history. And if we're being real, I don't understand it. And you as a basketball fan shouldn't understand it. Because why is mediocrity and disappointment being rewarded in front of your face? You want to talk about somebody who's done nothing since they won their championship? He hoisted the championship in June of 2008. George W. Bush was still our president. So we had Obama, we had Biden, we had Trump 2 times. Still no ring from him. Still no finals appearance from him. You blew it in the Celtics when you were up 3-2 and you let LeBron go crazy. You blew it when you came to the Clippers, and on Game 5 when you were supposed to close them out, you had Josh Smith looking like the second coming of Anthony Davis. You blew it in the bubble with Kawhi and Paul George. You blew it with James Harden and Joel Embiid. But you still somehow keep getting jobs. And you backdoored Mr. Griffin. We didn't forget about Adrian Griffin being 30 and 13 and then him getting fired. Giannis, you're under fire for that. Because now you looking funny in the light. You let him get fired for mediocrity. And y'all put this man in the Hall of Fame when he's done nothing since his George Bush ring. Stop the shit. I don't want to hear nothing from Doc. And I don't want to hear nothing from Giannis. Y'all could peace out with that. Y'all can get up out of here. I don't want to hear nothing no more. It's over with. Your season was over. And yeah, you guys were doomed ever since you hired Doc Rivers. I don't know how to tell you. Other than that, this is Real Spill, where we spill the real another episode. Y'all holla at me, man. Follow me at Young Rilla everywhere. We out here.
It's Young Rilla, baby.